Selling microgreens, real profit margins revealed. Selling microgreens is not just some crunchy side hustle. It is real money if you play it smart. I have been growing these little guys for years, and let me tell you, the profit margins will make your eyes pop once you dial in your system. This is for the micro homestead business crew who want the straight dope on what actually hits your bank account here in the United States of America. Let us kick this off with the vibe check. Microgreens are stupid fast. You seed them today and boom, you are harvesting in 7 to 14 days depending on the crop. That turnaround is what makes the cash flow feel like a cheat code. Restaurants and farmers market folks cannot get enough of them because chefs want that pop of color and flavor without waiting a whole season. When you can turn trays every week or two, you are stacking paydays 12 months a year, even if it is snowing outside. Now let us talk money, but keep it real. A lot of people online throw around crazy numbers like you will be a millionaire next Tuesday. Nah. This is a grind, and it is a beautiful one if you love it. The margins are fat because your inputs are dirt cheap compared to what you can charge. Seed cost is pennies per tray. Soil or grow mats run you $1 or $2. Water and power are barely a blip if you set up right. Your big costs are time and space, and if you are doing this at home, those are already sunk costs in a way. That is where the magic happens. I run my setup in a spare bedroom and a garage corner. Rent is already paid, so the square footage is basically free money. If you are renting a commercial kitchen or a grow space, then your math changes. But for the homestead crowd working out of a basement or shed, you are already ahead of the game. The United States market eats this stuff up. Chefs in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and even small-town bistros are paying premium prices because they cannot get this quality from the big distributors. Local is king, and fresh cut today beats shipped yesterday every time. So what do the numbers actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let us break down a single 10 by 20 tray because that is the standard unit we all use. A tray of sunflower shoots costs me maybe $1.50 in seed. Add another $1 for soil and 50 cents for water and electric mashed together. So I am all in at $3 a tray, give or take. That same tray yields around 8 to 10 ounces of finished product. Now here is where it gets spicy. Restaurants in my area pay $8 to $12 per ounce for top shelf sunflower. Farmers market customers will drop $15 for a little clamshell that holds maybe 2 ounces. Do the math, and that one tray just brought in $64 to $120 depending on who bought it. Subtract my $3 in cost, and I am sitting on $61 to $117 gross profit on one tray. That is a crazy margin, and that is not hype. That is Tuesday. Radish is even wilder. Radish seed is cheap, cheap, cheap. My cost per tray is closer to $2 all in. It grows in 6 days if your room is warm. Chefs lose their minds over the color and the kick. I get $10 an ounce all day long from restaurants. A tray pushes 8 ounces easy. That is $80 revenue on $2 cost. You do not need a fancy business degree to see that smile on your face. That is $78 profit per tray, and you can flip a rack of 20 trays every week once you get rolling. Pea shoots are the workhorse. They take about 10 days. Cost is maybe $2.50 a tray. They are heavy and they regrow if you cut high, so you can sometimes get a second cut. Chefs pay $9 to $11 an ounce. You pull 10 ounces first cut. That is $90 to $110 revenue. Even with a single cut, you are clearing $87 or more per tray. If you nail the second cut, your margin goes through the roof because your only new cost is a little water and time. Basil and other slower growers are a different beast. They take 20 days and the seed is pricier. Your cost might jump to $5 a tray, but Basil microgreens are like gold to Italian spots and fancy brunch places. I sell those for $15 to $20 an ounce because the flavor is unreal and nobody else has it fresh. You still clear big money, but your turnaround is slower, so you have to balance your rack space. The trick is to run 80% fast crops and 20% high dollar divas. That mix keeps cash flowing while you wow the chefs with the special stuff. Labor is where people get tripped up. If you value your time at zero because you love it, then your margins look insane on paper. In real life, you have to pay yourself. Seeding a tray takes maybe 2 minutes once you are smooth. Watering is another minute per day. Harvesting and packing is where the clock runs. A tray takes me about 10 minutes to cut, wash, spin, and pack if I am hustling. So call it 15 minutes total labor per tray from seed to sale. If you value your time at $25 an hour, that is $6.25 labor per tray. Add that to the $3 hard cost, and you are at $9.25 total cost. Sell that tray for $80 and you still bank $70. That is still killer. If you scale and get your harvest flow down to 7 minutes a tray, your labor cost drops and your profit climbs. Efficiency is the name of the game. Let us talk scale, because that is what the YouTube comments always ask. One rack with 4 shelves holds 20 trays. If you stagger them so you harvest 5 trays every single day, you are harvesting 35 trays a week. Use our sunflower math at $70 profit per tray, and you are looking at $2,450 profit per week from one rack. That is over 10 grand a month. And that is one rack in a corner of your garage. Most home growers can fit 3 to 4 racks without breaking a sweat. You do the math. The United States has no shortage of restaurants and people who want clean local food. The demand is there if you show up consistent. Consistency is what gets you the wholesale accounts. Chefs do not want to hear that you are out this week because your cat knocked over a tray. They want the same order every Tuesday and Friday. If you can promise that and deliver, you become their guy or gal. That is when you get to set your price and hold it. I do not do discounts. My product is alive and it was cut this morning. That is worth money. Grocery stores are another animal. They want barcodes and shelf life, and they pay less. I avoid them because I would rather sell less volume at higher margins than deal with the headache. Direct to chef and direct to consumer at markets is where the bread is buttered. Farmers markets are a gold mine if you work them right. You are not just selling a product, you are selling the story. People in America love a good story. You are the local farmer, even if your farm is a rack in your basement. Bring samples. Let people taste the radish and watch their faces light up. Price your clamshells at $5 to $8 for a half ounce and $12 to $15 for 2 ounces. Your cost on that 2 ounce pack is maybe 75 cents. The margin is laughable in the best way. A good 4-hour market can move $200 to $400 in sales easy. Do 2 markets a week, and you just added another $3,000 a month in revenue with margins over 90%. Waste will eat you alive if you let it. Microgreens have a short shelf life. You harvest them, and you have maybe 5 to 7 days to move them before they get sad. That means your sales game has to be as tight as your grow game. Do not grow what you cannot sell. Start small. Talk to chefs before you seed a single tray. Ask what they want and how much. Get a commitment, then grow it. That way, every tray has a home. The biggest profit killer I see is people growing 100 trays of something nobody asked for. Then they are on Facebook begging people to buy it. Nah, flip that. Sell it first, then grow it. Packaging matters too. You can go cheap with deli containers, but you will look cheap. Spend a little more on clear clamshells with your logo sticker. Americans buy with their eyes. A clean professional package lets you charge the premium price and nobody blinks. My sticker cost me 6 cents. It makes me an extra $3 per package because it looks legit. And that is the kind of math I like. Do not sleep on add-ons. Shoots and salad mix subscriptions are pure gravy. People sign up for a weekly bag and you deliver to their porch or a pickup spot. And you harvest to order, so zero waste. Charge $25 a week for a small bag that costs you $2 to produce. Get 20 subscribers, and that is $500 a week of almost pure profit for maybe 3 hours of work. The United States is full of busy folks who want to eat healthy but do not have time to shop. Be their microgreen dealer. Let us hit the ugly side because it is not all sunshine. You will kill trays. Mold happens. Power goes out. You will forget to water and come home to a tray of crunchy sadness. Build that into your cost. I assume 10% loss on every cycle. That means if I need to deliver 30 trays a week, I seed 33. That cushion keeps my promises solid and my stress low. Also, your first 6 months you are learning. Your yields will be trash while you dial in light water and airflow. Do not quit. Every pro you see on YouTube went through the same facepalm phase. The margin is there once you stop making rookie mistakes. Regulations are not bad, but you got to know them. In the United States, every state is different. Some states let you sell direct to consumer with almost no paperwork if you are under a certain dollar amount. Others want you to have a water test and a business license. Call your local extension office. They are actually helpful and they want small farms to win. Do not skip this because one angry customer or inspector can shut you down. Keep it clean, keep records, and you are golden. Taxes are part of the game too. That fat margin feels less fat when the IRS comes knocking. Set aside 30% of your profit from day one. Open a separate bank account. Pay quarterly estimates. Talk to a CPA who gets small ag business. The United States tax code has perks for farmers, even micro ones. You can write off your lights, your shelves, your seeds, your mileage to market. Those write-offs keep more cash in your pocket. Marketing is free if you're not lazy. Instagram and TikTok, eat this stuff up. Film your harvest. Do a time lapse of radish going from seed to harvest in 7 days. Chefs love tagging their farmers. Every time a restaurant posts your greens and tags you, that is free advertising to other chefs. The food scene in America is tight. Word travels fast. Do a collab dinner where you provide all the garnish and they shout you out. You will have 3 new chefs in your DMs by dessert. Wholesale versus retail is the big decision. Wholesale is less money per ounce, but it is consistent and you move volume fast. You can drop off 20 pounds to a distributor and be done in an hour. Retail is more dollars per ounce, but you are hustling at markets and doing deliveries. I like a mix. 70% wholesale keeps the lights on, 30% retail keeps the cash hot and the brand strong. You have to find your own balance. Let us circle back to the real talk on profit. After you pay yourself labor cost, seed, soil packaging, delivery, and taxes, a solid home grower in the United States can net 40 to 60% of gross revenue. That is healthy. Compare that to a restaurant which is happy with like 5 to 10% net. You are crushing it. If you gross $8,000 a month, you could be netting $3,000 to $5,000 depending on how tight you run. That is real money for a side hustle, and it can replace a job if you scale to multiple racks and accounts. The startup cost scares people, but it should not. You can get going for under $1,000 if you are scrappy. Wire shelves from the home store are $40. Shop lights are $20 each. Trays are $1.50. Seeds for your first month are maybe $100. Fans $50. That is it. You do not need a $5,000 grow system from some guru. Start small, prove the concept, get a couple chefs paying, then roll the profit into more racks. Too many people go big before they get good. Get good, then go big. The best part of this whole deal is the lifestyle. You are not commuting. You are not dealing with a boss. You are creating something with your hands that people are psyched to eat. You set your hours. If you want to take a Wednesday off, you just do not seed trays 14 days before that. The freedom is real. The money is real. The United States market's wide open because Big Ag cannot do what we do. They cannot cut it fresh at 6 a.m. and have it on a plate by noon. We can. So if you are watching Micro Homestead Business and you are on the fence, just start. Buy 1 bag of sunflower seed and 1 bag of soil. Grab 10 trays. Seed them all, 1 per day for 10 days. In 2 weeks, you will be harvesting every day. Take those samples to restaurants. Be cool, be confident, do not beg. Say, hey, I grow these locally, and I have extra this week. Want to try them. If the chef bites, you are in business. If not, go to the next spot. Somebody will say yes because your product slaps and it is local. Keep your books tight. Track every tray. Know your cost per ounce and your profit per tray. What gets measured gets improved. When you know that radish gives you $78 profit and basil gives you $90 but takes longer, you can plan your racks like a boss. The growers who win are not the ones with the fanciest setup. They are the ones who know their numbers and keep their customers happy. The microgreen game is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-smart scheme. You're trading time and care for dollars, and the exchange rate is awesome if you stay consistent. The profit margins are real because the product is real, and the demand in America is not slowing down. People want clean food. They want local food. They want food with a face behind it. That is you, so get your hands dirty. Stack those trays, dial your system. Talk to chefs like a human. Show up every week. The money will follow, and the margins will make you grin every time you count it. This is not theory. This is what is happening right now in garages and basements and spare rooms all over the United States of America. Micro Homestead Business is not just a channel name. It is the playbook. Go get it.